Welcome and good morning, everyone, especially if everyone is watching right now. So for today, I'll be doing a briefing for the final exam, basically the formats in which the questions that will be out. So the examinations will begin in the 3rd January. The date is not yet announced, okay, but the draft is already in. And for the final exam, especially for the subject English for academic enrichment, there will be 100 marks to achieve with 40% percentage in total. So this is the final exam. And also previously we have already completed 60% of the coursework, and this is the last 40% portion of the semester. So in the questions, okay, so there will be two parts, which is part A and also part B. So for part A, there will be multiple choice questions. Okay, so there are 25 questions all in all, which covers the topic where we have from the beginning of the semester. We begin with the reading topic, followed by modal verbs, that's for grammar, inference making in sentences as well as reading passages, paraphrasing, rewriting of a sentence, summarizing a passage, and then information transfer through non-linear text, and then non-linear based essay. Let me just type that down for you. It was the information transfer. Okay. Okay, nonlinear text information transfer, nonlinear base essay, where you need to write in 5 paragraphs. So it's for a linear essay where you also need to write in 5 paragraphs. So basically in this semester, these are the topics that we have covered. And I suppose for the multiple choice questions, the questions is definitely up for summarizing. This is all that is like viable for options in multiple choice questions. But for the part B, it is definitely by all of the topics. Okay, so for part B is a little bit different in the sense that there are 5 questions. Okay, so they are subjective questions where there are 5, but you only need to answer 3 questions only. So if let's say you have 5 questions here and you choose to answer only 3, so the ones that are highlighted in blue, probably the blue ones are the ones that you chosen, question 1, 3, and 4. So you skip question number 2 and question number 5. So only answer 3. And the reason being for this is that for multiple choice question, you already have 25 marks, right? It's already 25. And when you answer the subjective part, so you choose another one, and you choose another one, and you choose the final one. So 25, 25, 25, and 25, that is already 100 points. So only choose 3. And this is especially because you only have 3 hours to the examinations, and I don't want you to spend too much time trying to answer all of the questions when only 3 will be graded. Under the circumstances that students actually answer all, if the student answer all, if you don't want to choose, only the first 3 will be graded, and this one will not be looked at all. So we will only, if you don't choose, we will choose for you. 1, 2, 3, done. Okay, so why not you choose your best 3? Okay, so pick your best or where your strong suit and answer the questions that you can. Out of the 5, answer 3. Okay. So some of the tips that you could actually consider doing is during the examination, make sure that you are using your laptop. You are logged in earlier, because if you wait to the last minute, there will be traffic. And when there's traffic, you will have to keep refreshing and refreshing and refreshing the page. So stand by early, make sure that your laptop is fully charged or you are in an environment where it is not disturbed. and then you can it's like probably late bloom where you have no issues, because oftentimes when people answer using like the smartphone, there will be typos, and also sometimes mistake in doing or answering the question. And the worst one of all is accidentally clicking the submit button. Do have a backup answer in the answer box in class based system. Okay, have a backup in Microsoft Word, and no matter what you do not ever click the submit button early. Okay, even if you already complete with part A, you completed the part A, the multiple choice question, do not click submit, just go to the next tab and answer part subjective questions, the choose three ones. Do not go near the submit button until you have completed answering all questions in the examinations. Okay, and that on the examination day, if there's any issue, just tell the examiner, tell the exam coordinators about the issues that happen. Okay, I will be on standby, but definitely do not keep quiet if anything happen. If you have any problem during the examinations, inform. Okay, and point number 3, and I really, really don't want things, please do not click the submit button early. Okay, please remember this. Okay, and other provisions including, because after all, we are a language class, okay, so English language enrichment. In general, the grading of the language competency is definitely taken into account besides the points that you do. So in general, throughout your answer, if there are a maximum of 10 errors, including capitalization, no comma, no full stop, or misspelling, past tense, present tense, and then grammar, language, sentence writing in general, anything that is pertaining to erroneous things that is done, up to 10, then minus 1. Okay. Until we reach 10, we will not reduce, I will not deduct the score. But then again, I don't know who will be grading a paper, because we have over 400 students taking this semester. And I'm not sure also which faculty will I be assigned this semester. Maybe. Okay, so good luck. Okay, and the next one is in terms of the use of the language as well. So it's up to 5 max per questions. Okay, so all the other points for the questions is definitely going for the content, formatting. I stated 5 paragraphs. Make sure that you answer 5 paragraphs. Think of it easier this way. 1 paragraph is 1 mark. So if you write 5, then you can easily score 5 points for the paragraph. Simple, just make it organized. Okay. And the last provision is on plagiarism. Your answers will be checked through the team. Okay. We will check for plagiarism. So if there are works that has been done or suspected of, but then again, we will definitely check with the percentage of plagiarism. And if found to be true, and if we can, if it is true that the work is plagiarized or the essay is not genuine, because plagiarism is a crime in academic world. Okay, so you are not allowed to copy and paste without giving credits to the original author, etc. You can get up to immediate 0. So this one memang definitely atas budi bicara lah. Okay, but usually 0. And most organization 0. And there are cases that has been known as well for final year project or project that has been submitted. Walaupun orang tu dah graduate, tapi kalau didapati bersalah untuk plagiarism kan, the graduation can be revoked because it's not a genuine work that has been done, and that is entirely a wrong thing to do. So for the examination, please answer by your own self. Okay, show me what you have done in this semester, and show us the progress that you've made in this semester. Okay, so I suppose that's about it. So I'm just going to give a quick recap. So once again, there will be two parts. The first part. Okay, so I repeat, the first part is for multiple choice question, part A, and for part B, there will be 5 questions, only answer 3 questions. Okay, so next part is I'm going to have a look again to your Google Classroom. So this is where I already shared earlier on in the week the sample of final exam papers from the blended assessment. By the way, you can download this from our library repository system. So you just have to click on the e-class, check the past year questions, and then voila, you can see the questions from the past years. Okay, so this is just one example from September 2020. That was a year ago. Okay, so as it is, 25 multiple choice question and answer 3 out of 5. Time 3 hours. The part A multiple choice question is not made available. I apologize for that. There's no sample, but let's get on to part B question. So as stated in the sample questions that we've got here, the first question is on the topic of inference making. Okay, so entirely the whole section of question number 1 is on inference. So if you felt that your inference making skill is awesome, go ahead and answer this type of questions. So the next one is on the nonlinear essay, where you are asked to study the graph and write an essay. Do you remember our project where you have to do the survey, you create the graphic, the pie chart, the bar graph, line graph, etc. that you created before, and then write a report. So this is a miniature version, I say, the smaller scale version. You don't have to write a report, just write an essay. So we get through this point where you have to definitely study the graphic that is given. So the example here is on the probability of cardiovascular heart disease by age and also sex gender, okay, by male and also female. So if you want to write a non-linear based essay, carry on. And the last 3 options, all 3 are essay questions. So either you want to write about the media control, you want to write about traveling, or the last one, you want to write about goals. Okay, so if you want to have goals in mind. So out of the 3 essays, now there are times where students actually decided to answer all 3 questions for part B, answer essay question, and essay question. By all means, if you are interested to write all essays, carry on. But if you wish to answer information transfer, or if you want to answer summary, or you want to answer making inference, or if you want to answer paraphrasing question, please answer to your best ability. Choose ones that you are good at. And if you felt that writing essay is your forte, then go ahead. Okay, I leave the choices to you. But then again, if you answer all, only question 1, 2, 3 will be graded. Do not answer all, only choose 3. Only choose 3, and that will be all for the completion of the examinations. So once again, your final exam is 100 marks for 40%. So do to your best ability. And even though you have completed your coursework and the coursework is 60%, some of you has already reached the passing marks. Congratulations, by the way. And still, it's not yet done. It's not yet considered pass. You have to complete both coursework and final exam. So by hook or by crook, you must attend the final exam and complete the examinations. You make sure that coursework and both final exam done, okay, for you to be able to get a pass in the subjects this semester. Okay, so that would be all for the briefing. If you have further queries or reconfirmation, do text me or just type it in the comment section and I will answer. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. I will stop the screen recording now.